feeling all alone. For the veterans who have come back, feeling lost at home. Well, they have a voice and they're crying out. Well, can you hear them? Oh, I can hear them. So I still stand for the flag. When I see old glory flying, I still fall apart. At every moment of silence for the moms and dads, the sons and daughters.
Well, guys, here we are. We got the program. First and foremost, I am Robert Santos. We do have to have it just on our campaign or our former campaign page, now the Santos for Ohio page. So we're going to set up here. That was our intro. Obviously, we will have glitches throughout today's podcast live stream, but we'll figure out where the glitches are. We'll fix it. We figure might as well jump in the pool and see what errors happen where, and we'll go from there. So welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining. We'll have more people coming on here shortly. We're getting set up. If you guys didn't notice, apparently Facebook, in order for me to share on a Facebook, I have to choose a video game because it's primarily for gaming. So if you guys see a live stream related on Facebook that specifies I'm playing a video game, I'm not. And we can take that off after we edit the post once it actually posts, if that makes any sense at all. But it's the only way we can take care of it, but we'll take care of it. So I encourage feedback. We've been going on and offline live the last couple days, but let us know if the volume's good. I'm trying to share this right now on our actual page. Personal page. But thank you all for coming. We do have this on YouTube as well. So with that being said, we'll just get right in on it as we're trying to make these adjustments, and we'll start on the quote of the week. The quote of the week is from Benjamin Franklin. And there's a reason why I chose this one. It's when the people find that they can vote themselves money, that will herald the end of the republic. What does that mean to you? I would like to hear you guys' feedback. But what it means to me is one of two things. So actually, it's both things. You can look at it two different ways. One, when you vote for a pay raise, obviously will end the republic. If you vote an individual in office who is going to just hand you money, for example, Tim Ryan, and a bunch of other Democrats, they're saying, hey, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this bill. I forget what the bill's called, but it's a quick Google. We've talked about it several times, where we're gonna give everyone $2,000 a month if you make less than $130, and if you make cumulatively with your spouse less than $260, we're gonna give you $4,000 plus $500 for every child up to 3, and if you have a 16-year-old that works as well, they get $2,000 as well. Why a 16-year-old need $2,000? I don't know, because I work full time and I don't even make $2,000 in 1 month. That is nuts. But one of the reasons why I brought this up for this quote is we're going to get into it after we talk about the small businesses, but we're going to talk about HR 6666. You've got to be kidding me. So let's see if I can even share this on. How you doing, Trudy, Judy, Ruth, Johanna? Feel free to share this on any page you guys know. Poll and Talk, whatever. If you guys are familiar with the page that allows political or just talking, live streams or posts, by all means share it. Let them know we're live. I'll be more than happy to answer anyone's questions, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, we will talk about the two small businesses of the week. They actually helped out in the campaign greatly. I know I discussed it previously. One of the cool things is they got slammed with business. So that is awesome. So we weren't able to get a live stream shot out onto them, but they're still the business of the week. And we're going to have some information from them, some questions I asked, and they're going to try getting it. They will have it hopefully by Wednesday. If not, we'll definitely have it on Friday. But we'll talk about it. I'll show you what they've done on Wednesday. And then on Friday, we'll kind of recap everything. But for the small businesses, the weeks, and we're going to do a transition again, is two. It's Made in Still Valley and Ed Miller Signs. Now, I had a lot of supporters helping me out in my campaign. They really have, like, I had Johanna, Michael, John, Ron, Tim, Tom. I mean, you guys all, everyone has been helpful, but we're going to choose these two, and then we're going to continue. Angel actually was motivated by her father, Ed Miller, this guy right here, if I can get the pointing right, who actually has Ed Miller signs. He does a lot of signs, decals on vehicles, mostly race cars, which is actually outstanding. He made a bunch of signs for my campaign. He puts decals on cars. You got tow trucks. You got any type of construction company. He does the work, and we'll go into that Wednesday as well. And then this lady right here, that's the green screen I got going on, so it looks all fuzzy in the back. But she cleans. Houses, offices, businesses, you name it, she does it. Some of the questions I've asked her to answer is what's she doing as a cleaning service that's going to help for those who are worried about this epidemic that's going on, the pandemic, the COVID. What's she doing to reassure that everyone's going to be safe? So these are the questions you're going to ask. They're great people. There's their Facebook tag, the @Made Still Valley, Y-Town, Ohio. And then Ed Miller Signs. I'll get this finger thing eventually. Ed Miller Signs, 1975. They're really great. He's up to like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night sometimes. And he's always texting me, asking me if I have a question or if I need anything. But he's definitely readily available. Michael, thanks for joining. Yeah, we normally have had this on our personal page, but the program only lets me choose an actual page. So, like a page that you create besides your personal. You can't do it on your personal except unless you share it. So we're trying to share it right now. Kind of being a little delayed in it, but we'll get this. Again, we're going to have glitches, and I encourage everyone to let me know how the sound is. I'm always having my mic here. I got on a nice little swivel arm bar thingy. So, let me know. Be more than happy to. Ruth, thank you. I can even see the messages on this program. So that's what this is so great. I can see messages from both both YouTube and Facebook at once. The other program, I had to look at my phone. But here I do see comments, but I still have it popped up just in case I missed one. Again, we're kind of critiquing it. So, HR 6666. First of all, I don't think any type of bill, legislation, resolution, God, I'm tongue-tied here, should even be anywhere close to labeled as 6666. And it speaks for itself. This is the COVID testing, reaching, and contacting everyone Act, the Trace Act. So I read it. It's only like 3 pages. Summarized up, basically all it really is, they're bribing people. The question, who you been in contact if you had this virus. I don't get it. I don't. I mean, it's not like the Black Plague. I would be more than happy to contact or let everyone know who I've been in contact with if I had the Black Plague. This is not the Black Plague. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's a disease. It is serious, but I think things are being blown way out of proportion, and it's ridiculous. But basically, we'll go over a few here, and I'll pull up this, Oh, I have to do the second monitor. See, we got a glitch already. So I wanted to pull it up. If you guys want, you just got to go to the congressional website. I'll pull it up right here. Copy. Paste. Don't hit live. There we go. That is the link to the bill. If you guys wanted to read it. It's not that long. It's pretty short. It's first couple pages are kind of a mumble jumble. But look at that number. I'm not even on a screenshot, am I? See? Glitch. Second monitor. Look at this number right here. They want to have that much money set aside for appropriations for 2020. Now, basically, what it does is it'll give any type of organization, and this is where I do not like how it's worded, and I'll show you where it's at. The term eligible entity means a federally qualified healthcare center, okay, a school-based health clinic, okay, a hospital, academic medical center, a non-profit organization, including any such faith-based organization, okay, an institution of higher education. What? A high school. A high school? I'm going to lose my bearing. But what the hell is a high school going to do to help combat any type of medical issue whatsoever? A high school? You all know what this is really for, right? First of all, if anyone questions my kid about anything without me present, you're going to have a lawsuit on your hands. Now, I think my coffee thing is dripping. This thing. Better drink coffee fast. Hey, Robert. Thanks for joining. But yeah, a high school. So these are the things that worry me. Bills, legislation, resolutions, whatever you want to call them. Crap. This crap is what bothers me. This is the stuff that we need to get people in office to stop this. Because this right here is bribery. They're bribing groups, organizations, high schools, education centers, you name it, to trace who people have been in contact with. And the question is, I will give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. I haven't seen any type of legislation saying that I have to, if I did have the COVID, that I have to tell you who I've been in contact with. Mandating. Sorry, I was getting a message. I want to make sure it had to do with this. I don't see anything mandating that I tell, Senator Palpatine who I've been in contact with. So, worst case scenario, stuff like this gets passed, which it should not, because it's a complete violation of HIPAA. I would say HIPAA. I mean, I'm not a medical expert, but who the hell is a high school ask me medical questions? I mean, I know they have a nurse, but that's it. I mean, are they going to hire someone on? Hi, Art, Joe. Thanks for joining. So, hey, look at that. Well, I'm screen sharing. I'm showing you guys the messages. This is how I can tell if you guys join. Where's that bill at? There it is. All right, glitches again. So, you all know who co-sponsored this bill, right? Our congressman. Tim Lying Crying Flying Tim Ryan. Yeah, there we go. Right there. No, yeah, you're right, Trudy. It's right there. Any other type of entity that is determined by the secretary to be an eligible entity for purposes of this section. So this means whoever the hell they want can get this money. This right here is a way for the Democrats to... Where is that money? It was in there. It's a hell of a lot. I know we just showed it a second ago. But yeah, it's any entity. It's bills and legislation and word. It's the wording like this. All right, is going to have this much money appropriate. This isn't to each entity. This is how much they're going to have set aside to give out to these organizations to help out. But let's see. Let's do middle school, okay? We're going to do this middle school style. We got hundreds. We got thousands. We have millions. And then we have billion. You want to give $100 billion? I can't even fathom that. I can't. It is ridiculous. And our national debt is up to that 25 trillion right now. There it is. Yep, $25 trillion. So, bam. Hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. So, does not specify at all where this money is coming. That's it. It's only 5 pages long. 5. And the first 2 is specifying what terms mean what. For the sake of this bill, this means this. Yada, yada, yada. It is ridiculous. This is wrong. I do know some people they were worried about it violating, saying they're going to be forced. I mean, they'll ask questions, but we're not forced to answer them. I am not saying be all rowdy, get all, start fights, like legit fights. However, you don't have to answer it. I'm not answering those questions. I'm going to tell my kids not to answer those questions because it's none of their business. Who we've been in contact with. I will, if I end up getting the COVID, here's what I would do. If someone asked me, I would not tell them. It's none of their business. I would call the people myself. I'd call my brothers, my friends. Hey, John Smith, I got kind of sick, I know we hung out yesterday, but today I feel bad. I got tested. I happen to have the COVID. And I would appreciate if someone called me, but I don't want to have no organization or group knocking on my door with hazmat suits saying we're going to quarantine you. I need to drink this coffee fast because the bottom is leaking. I don't know why, but it is. But this is our program. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to move to the welcome page. So that way we can discuss some of the questions that are being asked on the multiple platforms. And your eyes don't get confused by me switching all the websites around. I know Trudy asked, yes, you did ask a question. I'm going to pop that up right here. I did miss DeWine's so-called self-centered speech today. I have heard cliff notes on what happened. I'm actually a little upset about what is going on with the daycares. I understand there's a issue going on. I get it. I want everyone to be safe. I really do. But we don't do this during flu season. We need to be safe. Wash our hands. I am going to be more adamant about hand sanitizer. Before, I just didn't care. I will tell you honestly, I just didn't, whatever, 5-second rule. After 5 seconds, 10-second rule, I was a Marine. You're hungry, you eat. But with that being said, I will be more cautious when I'm out. If I am not feeling well, I will call my work and say, guys, I'm not feeling well. I'm not going to come in. Because this did bring up some. I like to take some good from everything. So I will not go out as much if I'm sick, unless I absolutely have to. And I encourage each of you to do that. You all know my take on the COVID. It is a dangerous disease, but so isn't the flu. You know, you got Ebola, you got a whole bunch of other diseases out there that can devastate people, especially those who are immune compromised, diabetes, who have all sorts of outlining issues. I get it. So I will be more safe. I will have hand sanitizer with me all the time. My wife makes sure of that. But that's all we can do. But with this 6666, the HR, it's ridiculous. It's just their way of trying to tweak the system to give money to groups and organizations that they want. And it's wrong. Everything you're doing is wrong. Yeah, I mean, yes, Ruth, it is. And I cannot put y'all's comments on this page anymore. This new program has, keep in mind, it's very, very detailed. It has a lot to offer. So as we get over the kinks, we'll figure it out. But what Ruth asked was not going out when sick is common sense. It is, Ruth. I will admit I've always gone out when I was sick. When I needed something, I went out and did it. But I'm not sitting there sneezing all over everything. I'm always, coughing in my elbow and everything. But then again, the thing is, people need to relax, though. This bill's only introduced. All right. I know it's garbage. We all know what happened with HR 5171, the one trying to get all of our guns, raise the tax 50% on guns, 30 on rounds, or it could be vice versa, 30 on guns, 50 on rounds. They can introduce anything. So don't worry. They can introduce a bill saying Tuesday is officially Taco Tuesday if they really wanted to. So, no, you're not late. I'll show it again, Angel. But what I'm talking about is the bills. So all because something's introduced, don't freak out over it. You can introduce anything. You can introduce a bill saying we're going to give Tim Ryan $5 million every day. But is it going to actually pass the House and then the Senate? No, it's not. Will this pass? I don't think so. They're trying to do whatever they can to buy votes at this time. We all know that's what happens around election time. They're trying to do what they can, which is one of the reasons why we used the quote a week, which was, we'll go back to that. When the people find that they can vote themselves money, and that can mean either vote themselves a pay increase or vote for someone who will give them money, that will herald the end of the republic. Benjamin Franklin said that. Way back, our founding forefather. So if he knew what could have happened. Now keep in mind, what happened then is happening now. Just in a different road. We're like parallel to what happened then. And that's what's going on. Right now we are at a crossroads. We have to figure out which way do we want to go. Do we want to lead or do we want to follow? You have a lot of individuals saying they want to lead and they're trying to pass bills like this that suck. Excuse my language, but I'm not going to apologize for my language. I'm a Marine. I'm a normal individual. I'm not a politician. Never said I was. But you need to be a leader. We need true leaders. And a leader is not someone who just spits out orders like what our governor is doing right now. A leader is someone who inspires, who motivates people around them to better themselves. A leader is someone who's willing to put the people below them above his own needs. A leader is someone who doesn't give a crap about himself, but more about the people. We have too many people in office who care more about their own pocket than the people. Look at Tim Ryan. Look at the parties. Look at the Democratic Party. Look what the Republicans Party. I'm sorry, this virus, this disease virus, is splitting the Republican Party. It's exactly what the Democrats want. They're splitting us apart. You got Republicans who think this is a complete hoax and it doesn't exist. You got some Republicans who are like, we need to lock ourselves inside the house and not do anything. And then we got some Republicans like me who are like, well, we get it, but I'm going to go out and do what I want to go do and I'll be safe and I won't be stupid and sneezing in your face. I'm not going to do that. So we have that going on. And look what the Democrats are doing. Do you see the Democrats fighting about this? No. The media is manipulating all this crap because they want our party divided. Because the only way Biden's going to win is if the Republican Party splits. And we can't have that. I have one of my friends, John. He thinks this is a complete hoax. And I think it exists, but I don't think it's bad. I think we should be able to go out and do what we want. But we're still friends. We still talk. We don't sit there and bicker back and forth and pound each other's heads against the wall. That's the type of things we need. That's the type of country we need, is people who are willing to okay with someone's beliefs, but not push them aside. As we all know, Trump brought us back. Regardless what your feelings are for him, whether you hate him, you like him, I don't care. His administration did awesome and brought our economy back from the 8-year devastating that Obama did. And I did not like him. I respected him, but I don't like him. So I'm positive when we re-elect Donald Trump, he will bring us back from this devastation that is occurring and still is occurring and still will occur from this. But how can we do that? How can we make sure our economy is good? That's the question you have to ask. The number one thing I will say is that you have to research the people you are voting for. Don't trust Facebook. I can make a meme right now. I could have made memes about my competitors saying, oh, so-and-so said this, and it could have been a complete fabrication. Complete. But Facebook would have bought it. They would have bought it in a heartbeat. I'm not saying each and every single one of you, but that's what happens. Do your own research. We all know what happened when Trump started running for office. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to get into a touchy subject, but here's what happened. When Trump was running for office, I had people defriend me because they said, Trump said he wants women to go back into the kitchen. Trump said he wants African American communities to go back to the cotton field. That's exactly what one of my friends said. And I'm like, BS. Because I was like, show me. And he showed me a meme. Why are we believing memes? I'm like, man, it was like, dude, trust me. Show me the video where he said this. Because if you did, I would be on board with you and I would not vote for him. No, Trump never said that. It's these memes we need to stop listening to Facebook. You know how easy it is to make a fake media? To make a fake news report? I could do it. For crying out loud, I got a green screen in the back. It only cost me $15. This is literally a green screen behind me. And I could do this. I got a nice little $10, whatchamacallit things. I can make this, I can put the Oval Office behind me and make it look like a newsroom. Please. I know all of you are smart, but let all your friends know. Don't trust anything on Facebook. Look for it. Now, we all know Biden's a creep, and we'll use that for example. And I'm about to lose my mic. I'll fix that. But we actually see a video where he's touching little girls. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I don't have it up here, but we all have seen the videos. Biden caressing girls, sniffing their hair. We have allegations against Biden for sexual misconduct. And the Democrats are saying, well, we need to hear the evidence first. But why weren't they saying that crap when Trump was running for office? And there were allegations against him. And then it turns out that half of them, well, I don't remember. I think it was him. But now they're backtracking saying we need to wait for the evidence. Come on, Republicans, stop. We got a video right there. That's enough evidence. So I know I kind of avoided some questions. Not avoided, but I missed a few questions. I want to make sure I got everything. No YouTube. I am building up a YouTube. This should be going on there. There was an issue with the song at the beginning, the I'll Stand by Zach Radcliffe. I do have authorization to use that until December of 2020. I'm sure it'll get extended. Zach's a great guy. He's out of Michigan. He does really good work. He's a country singer. Not really my forte. I like rock and roll, Led Zeppelin, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, Guns N' Roses. I do like Billy Joel. Never liked country, but he does a good job. He's a good guy, but I do have authorization. But what I'm trying to say is Facebook might delete, or excuse me, YouTube might delete my post, but then I have to just show them a letter, and that's a whole mess and a half. No, Angel, I know you never said that at all. Yep, because right now we are at a crossroads. This election is going to be a huge crossroads. I'm actually kind of worried about what LaRose is doing with the bill he's trying to push to ensure absentee ballots and non in person ballots. And he's not trying to push it, at least in this particular bill that he was pushing, or the new letter that we actually saw him release. But it seems like it's a little step forward. I'm worried because look what happened. We were told we wouldn't have the official results May 8th. And what day is this right now? It is the 11th. And we don't have the official results. Now we know Hagen probably did win if the ratio stays the same. But I would love to see the official results. Here we are, like 3 days later. They stopped receiving ballots May 8th. That was the last day that they would receive any ballots that were sent by mail. But nothing. I keep Googling the Secretary of State's Ohio's website. It still has the unofficial from the 27th of April, 28th, whatever day it was that hell kind of froze over and we lost. We're still waiting. No, we don't have any results yet at all. They do want. Okay. Robert, you're talking about. I'm sorry, I missed it earlier. We were talking about they wanted to chip us and get the new vaccine. I ain't no way in heck that I'm putting that vaccine in my in me at all. Anything new, I'm not having it stick in me at all. I learned that from the Marine Corps. It ain't happening. They stuck you with everything and who knows what else they put inside you. Heck, I probably have a chip in my body right now. Trudy, you said they put our quotes in quarantine. They probably did. Yes, that's what I'm upset about. Leanne Stevens hit it right on the nose. All of our legislators have been quiet. All of them. Tim Ryan does his little hour whatever, and some of them do it, but it's just the same stuff over and over again. I want to hear from those people who are running. What do they take on this? Because that's what I want. I want to hear about all the state reps that are running. What are they going to do to ensure Ohioans keep their constitutional rights, their rights? After all, we control Ohio. The state legislators control Ohio. And we have the federal government trying to take over. What are the legislators going to do to step up? And then we got people running for Congress at all levels, or not all levels, at the congressional level, all stateside here in Ohio, even those incumbents, who are still running in. I want to know, what do they plan on doing? I want to hear Hagen's take on this. She is now our Republican candidate. I want to hear your take on the COVID. I want to hear a bunch of other things too, but I just want to hear it. I want to know what we're getting into. I'm tired of our legislators being quiet. And you all should be. I really encourage each and every single one of you to go to your legislator, whether it's a state rep like mine is Michelle Lepore Hagen. Go to your congressman or woman. Mine is Tim Ryan. Sadly, I would move, but I want to replace him, and we will go after it again in 2022. But I want to hear what they're going to do to ensure each and every single one of us has an appropriate living. I can tell you right now, if I was a state legislator, if I was the mayor or commissioner, I'd say open up. Forget the governor. Why not? We have governors saying forget the president. So why can't we say forget the governor and open up? We have businesses being fined. Ted Cruz, as soon as that, I don't know his name, but she had a salon. She opened up. She got jail. She got out of jail. Ted Cruz went and got his hair cut there. That's cool, but he should have, I honestly, I like to, don't get me wrong, I like him, but he should have spoke up before. And if he did, I didn't see it. If he did and I didn't see it, I'm sorry for saying you didn't say anything, but be a little bit more vocal. That's one of the issues that we're having. They state DeWine will not listen and have shut them all out. He did. No, yeah, DeWine did. You need to hear him on, I don't know if it was Friday or Thursday or Wednesday. All these days are all meshed up together, Leanne Stevens. However, because, legislators were pushing up to limit Amy Acton's or her position's power of authority. And he even said, I'm going to veto it. He said, I will veto it. He's like, but you're not listening to the people. The governor is supposed to listen to the people. The state legislators are supposed to listen to the people. The state legislators did listen to the people. They drafted that legislation. They pushed it, and they are pushing it. But when it gets to his desk, that's our voice, and he's going to veto it. That's Governor DeWine saying, "Forget each and every single one of you. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want." I just can't believe he did. Is that a leader? I want to know if that is a leader. That's more like a boss than a leader. A boss just spits out orders. A leader defines you, motivates you, pushes you to be better, does what you need to do, or he does what he needs to do to ensure you can have a better life. I mean, honestly, there's ways we can supposedly recall, but the chances of that happening, this is what stinks. The likelihood of us actually doing it. Our forefathers are rolling around in their graves right now. Yes. The lawsuits, well, one of them was just denied. I actually got a notification today. When I was sitting here trying to set this program up, it was I get so many notifications. There was one individual over in Hermitage, and it's not Ohio, but it's right there. Hermitage, PA. It was I want to say it was a restaurant. I'm trying to look for it, but regardless what it is, the judge threw it out. He's like, yeah, he can open. Governor DeWine looking at safely opening youth sports for summer months. Listen, we all grew up. We all have parents. At what point did you want to tell your parents that you can live on your own? You can make big boy decisions. I'm a grown man. I am a grown man. I'm 39, 38, 30, 39. I think. I kind of stopped counting as soon as I turned 21. 39. I'm not, we're not stupid. We know. Give us some recommendations. That's what you're there for. But he's going well above and beyond. Now, if I want my kid playing sports, I'll let my kid play sports. If he gets sick, guess whose fault it is? Mine. Does that make me a bad parent? No. If I go to work or I go hang out with my friend who's a little sick a little bit, I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's all right. You got immunity. I'll take care of him because the moment he starts getting sick, I'm on it. I'll take care of it. I'll give him the medication. I'll call the doctor. We'll get things taken care of. I have insurance. The hospitals can't deny you. Some say you can, but they can't. Austintown canceled their 4th of July parade. That's stupid. Well, I got my taxes back, and I probably need to go ahead and set the couch up because I am going to Phantom Fireworks, and I am going to unleash heck in the neighborhood. Um, I will set that stuff in the back of my truck and ride around Austin town setting off fireworks so all these kids can see it. I mean, parade should not be canceled. None of this stuff really needs to be canceled. What do you want me to say again, Angel? I'm a grown adult again. Although I am more independent, but I voted Republican. Thank you, Taylor. So yeah. All right. So we're going to recap this. And again, please give me your we're going to have stand by though, even though you're going to see a screen here in a minute that says my stream is ending. I'm not computer savvy, but I made like a little video about 3.5 minutes. Watch it if you want. If not, I'm going to play it anyways. I wish I could do one of those things where you can't exit out of my screen, but you guys can if you want. Stick around. It'll be after my stream is ending video, little thing you'll see here in a second. But just to recap, the small businesses of the week, obviously that's our quarter of the week. But our small businesses, and we're going to get more information from Angel and Ed Miller. But here's their information. You got the Made in Steel Valley. And you have Ed Miller Signs. All right, he does a really great job. He does really good work. We would have had more information on them, but they got slammed, which is a good thing. They got really busy. We were unable to meet. Hey, you know what? I'm not complaining. They're a small business. They're getting work. That's outstanding. So definitely contact them. Let them know I need something cleaned, or I need a sign made. Let them know. Santos for Ohio. I would love to have a sign. We talked about HR 666, which is definitely not a good number, but it is a horrible, horrible bill. And hopefully it gets shot down in the House and doesn't even make it to the Senate. But the fact that Democrats own the House, we'll see. Obviously the Senate will shoot it down, knock on wood. But if it gets released, then that's a stepping stone. That's just getting them over the hill for the next piece of legislation, which will be for, mandatory vaccines and start chipping, put that thing to put money in your hand. It's ridiculous. So let's see if I can do this stream ending. But before I go, I want everyone to know, stick around. It's a little video at the end. I do want to say God bless you all. Definitely God bless America. We need to make sure that we fight day in and day out for our freedoms, for our rights, for our children, for our children's children. Be a leader every day. If you ensure the person below you or the person around you succeeds, you will succeed. Don't just focus on yourself. You will succeed by making others succeed. If I can leave you with anything, I'll leave you with that. So with that being said, thank you. We're going to do the stream ending, and hopefully that video will play. All right, thank you all, and have a good night.